Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Chef Victoria Love, and we're going to make Persian saffron quinoa. Quinoa is a wonderful grain, and it can be used as a substitute for rice. And we're going to add to it onion, saffron, candied ginger, cinnamon, and dates, apricots, almonds. We're going to cook it with chicken stock, golden raisins, and cherries. So we're going to make a Persian, these are all Persian spices and blends of flavors. I also have the Baharat Persian Spice Blend, which I'm going to add to it. And that is another video on our YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to start getting everything mise en place, and I will show you how to make it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can bring you more recipes. Thank you. As I'm getting all of our mise en place together, I just wanted to show you that when we're cutting our candied ginger, we just want to cut it in nice strips first. Then group the strips together, and you're going to cut cubes. Small little cubes like this to go into the dish. I am also going to cut up our apricots and our cherries. The raisins are a good size, and the dates were already pre-chopped. Normally I rehydrate the dried fruits whenever I'm doing a baked good product, but since we're going to be cooking this in our chicken stock, I don't need to rehydrate this ahead of time. Here is our saffron. This is a very expensive spice, usually coming from India, and the saffron are this tiny little fronds from the crocus plant. They have to be hand-picked, and that's why it's so expensive. And we would want about a quarter teaspoon of it, so we just like so. And then what we want to do is we are going to crush these up. You can just use your finger. You just want to break this up. They are dried out, so you can just sort of crush them up. And then, almost like a tea, we're going to put 1 tablespoon of hot water. So this I just heated up in the microwave. And we're going to put a tablespoon of hot water over the saffron and let it steep, almost like a tea. See the beautiful colors coming right out. I have my large saucepan over medium-high heat, and to that we are going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And we want to swirl this around the bottom, get all coated. We're going to warm it up, and to this we're going to heat up our almonds. So this is 1.5 cups of almonds, or 5 ounces, and we're going to add to also our 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We want to get these almonds toasted and coated with the cinnamon flavor. So just going to toast it back and forth and stir this up to make sure all of the almonds are coated with that cinnamon, and it smells wonderful. So we're just going to keep doing this for a couple of minutes until you see that the almonds are getting a nice golden brown. As you can see, some of the almonds are beginning to get a nice golden brown color, so now we don't want to burn them, so I'm going to transfer it to a bowl and set it aside. Alright, we set aside our almonds, and now I'm going to add another tablespoon of olive oil to our pot. We want to have the flavor of the cinnamon still in there, and we're going to warm this up, coat the bottom, and then we are going to saute our onion, 1 large Spanish onion chopped, and we're going to cook that until we have a light golden brown color on the edges of our onions, and then we will add in our quinoa. Now we have a nice golden brown color on our onions, and we are going to add in our 2 cups of quinoa, and we want to toast it. So we're going to stir this in our pan and continue to cook, and we want a nice golden brown color on the quinoa. We cook this about 3 minutes, and now we've got a little bit of a golden color on the quinoa, and we're going to add in our 2 cups of chicken stock and our 2 cups of water. We're going to stir this all together. We're going to bring it to a boil over medium-high heat, and then we'll reduce the heat to low and simmer for about 20 minutes. My timer went off at 10 minutes, and we want to add right now all of the rest of our seasonings. This is the ½ teaspoon of Baharat Persian Spice Blend. Again, you can find the recipe for that on our other YouTube video for that one. Our dates, raisins, 2 tablespoons of chopped candied ginger, or half a cup of dried cherries, apricots chopped up. We have a half teaspoon of kosher salt and our saffron tea that we've been brewing. I'm going to keep a little bit out to use at the end. And we're going to stir all of this. I'll put the cover back on and we'll continue to cook for another 10 minutes on a low simmer. The timer just went off. This has been cooking for 20 minutes and our quinoa has really fluffed up. It smells absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to taste it. I'm gonna put in about half of our almonds that we toasted earlier with the cinnamon and stir that in, and then I'm gonna arrange this on a nice platter and then I'll garnish it with the additional almonds on the top. Now this can be served on a buffet table for a party in a platter like this, and it can be served hot, warm, or even cool. And this looks absolutely wonderful. Can't wait to taste it. And our little finishing touch here are strands of saffron. I just garnish the top with them so beautifully. Then people will know that there's saffron throughout this dish, infused with that flavor. This was so incredibly delicious. I cannot wait to finish eating this. It is wonderful. Our Persian saffron quinoa. I hope it inspires you to make it at home. The recipe is in our description. And please check out the rest of our videos on our YouTube channel, especially the Baharat Spice Blend, so you can learn how to make that as well. Take care, everybody. Thanks. Bye-bye. For more recipe demonstrations, please click like and subscribe to Chef Victoria Loves YouTube channel and have fun in the kitchen. Thank you.